Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Speak Up. I'm Ryan, and today we're diving into a topic that touches all of us, how our accents can sometimes hold us back in clear English communication. Many of us feel that our accent is just part of who we are, but did you know that refining it can actually help you speak English confidently and learn English fast? In this session, we'll explore how subtle shifts in our pronunciation can make a big difference. I'm excited to share some practical solutions and tips for effective English accent training that will empower you to communicate more clearly. Stay tuned for some truly actionable insights.
Hi everyone, I'm Priya and I'm thrilled to be here with Ryan as we explore the impact of our accents on clear communication. It's amazing how something so personal, our accent, can sometimes become a barrier when we're trying to express ourselves in English. Today, we're not talking about changing who you are, but about fine-tuning your speech so that you can speak English confidently and learn English fast. We'll be sharing practical strategies for English accent training that include simple, everyday exercises to help refine your pronunciation. Get ready to discover easy-to-implement tips that will boost your clarity and confidence in every conversation.
First, let's understand the role of accent in English communication. When we talk about an accent, we mean the distinctive way in which we pronounce words, influenced by our native language, regional dialects, and personal speech habits. An accent is a natural part of who we are, yet it plays a crucial role in how clearly we convey our thoughts. Even if you have a strong grasp of vocabulary and grammar, a heavy or unfamiliar accent can sometimes lead to misunderstandings. This happens because certain pronunciations may differ from what native speakers expect, causing what we often refer to as common English mistakes. These mistakes can disrupt the flow of a conversation and even affect your confidence in speaking English.
Exactly, Ryan. Let's dive a little deeper. These common English mistakes aren't just about mispronunciations. They also affect the clarity of our speech. When our accent leads us to articulate words differently, it can create gaps in communication. For example, if a particular sound isn't pronounced clearly, the listener might struggle to understand the intended word. This is why improving pronunciation is so essential, especially when engaging in English listening practice. Better pronunciation not only helps others understand you more easily, but it also makes it simpler for you to pick up on the subtleties of native speech patterns. Ultimately, by working on your accent, you set the stage for more effective and confident communication.
Continuing with our discussion, it's important to note that an accent does more than just reflect who we are. It also affects how our message is received. A pronounced accent can sometimes overshadow your ideas, making it harder for your audience to grasp your meaning. This is especially critical in situations like professional meetings or academic discussions, where clear communication is key. When we focus on refining our accent, we can significantly reduce those pitfalls. By working on precise pronunciation and being mindful of how each word sounds, you're not just speaking differently. You're actively minimizing errors that come from common English mistakes. This process is integral to building both fluency and confidence.
Absolutely, Ryan. And here's where improved pronunciation truly makes a difference. It directly enhances our English listening practice. When you focus on speaking clearly, you become more aware of the nuances in pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm that native speakers use. This awareness helps you understand spoken English better as you begin to catch the subtle differences in sound that might otherwise go unnoticed. By practicing targeted exercises and actively listening to native conversations, you can fine-tune your accent without losing your unique identity. In doing so, you open up new opportunities for clearer communication and more confident interactions, ensuring that your message is always heard loud and clear.
Now let's dive into how your accent may hold you back in English conversations. A strong or unfamiliar accent can sometimes lead to being misunderstood, even when you have great ideas to share. Imagine trying to explain something important, but your accent makes certain words sound different from what native speakers expect. This misunderstanding can lead to frustration, making you second-guess your ability to communicate effectively. Over time, this may erode your confidence, making you hesitant to speak up in important discussions. When you're constantly worried about being misinterpreted, it creates a mental block that hinders your progress. This barrier not only affects everyday interactions but can also slow down your journey to improve English fluency. Feeling unsure about how you're being perceived can make every conversation feel like a challenge.
Adding to that, accent issues often lead to a habit many of us experience: how to stop translating in your head while speaking. When you're worried about your accent, you might find yourself mentally translating phrases from your native language into English. This process can slow down your speech and disrupt the natural flow of conversation. Instead of thinking directly in English, you end up processing everything twice, which often results in awkward pauses and increased anxiety. This constant self-translation not only reduces your fluency, but also reinforces the feeling of inadequacy in your spoken English. It's a cycle that makes it harder to gain confidence and master the language. In essence, the way your accent is managed can directly impact your ability to communicate smoothly and confidently.
When you're stuck in that cycle of translating in your head, it creates a significant barrier to clear communication. The moment you're overthinking every word because of your accent, it disrupts the natural rhythm of conversation. This hesitation can lead to missed opportunities, whether you're in a classroom discussion, a business meeting, or even a casual chat with friends. Constantly worrying about your accent can hold you back from expressing your true thoughts and ideas. The key here is to recognize that your accent, while a part of your identity, shouldn't be a roadblock. Instead, with focused practice and the right strategies, you can work towards reducing these hurdles and boost your overall fluency. By acknowledging these challenges, you're taking the first step to break free from these limitations and truly improve English fluency.
Exactly, Ryan. Overcoming the challenges posed by your accent is not about losing a part of your identity. It's about enhancing clarity and confidence. When you manage to stop the habit of translating in your head, you allow yourself to speak more naturally and fluidly. This shift is essential for anyone striving to communicate effectively in English. By gradually working on accent refinement, you not only reduce misunderstandings, but also build the confidence needed to engage in any conversation without hesitation. The process might seem challenging at first, but with consistent practice and by embracing strategies like focused pronunciation exercises, you can transform how you speak. Remember, every step you take towards overcoming these barriers is a step towards speaking English more confidently and fluently.
Let's explore some practical strategies for accent refinement. One targeted method that has proven to be very effective is the shadowing technique for fluency. With this method, you listen to a native speaker and simultaneously mimic their speech, matching their rhythm, tone, and intonation. This exercise helps you become more comfortable with the natural flow of English and gradually reduces your native accent's influence. Along with this, incorporating clear English pronunciation tips into your daily practice is essential. For instance, focusing on mouth movements and the exact sound formation of vowels and consonants can make a big difference. These targeted exercises work together to enhance overall clarity in your speech.
Absolutely, Ryan. To add to that, a great way to start is by recording yourself while practicing these exercises. When you listen back, you can pinpoint areas where your pronunciation might be off, which is a key step in effective English accent training. Try to focus on sounds that are particularly challenging for you and practice them repeatedly until you get them right. Also, consider breaking down sentences into smaller parts and practicing them slowly. This method not only makes the learning process more manageable, but also helps you gradually build up speed and accuracy so you can learn English fast without feeling overwhelmed.
Continuing with more practical exercises, one effective strategy is to practice reading aloud from various materials, like short articles or dialogues, that mimic real-life conversations. This helps in identifying specific sounds and words that might be tricky due to your accent. Additionally, engaging in targeted drills such as tongue twisters can be both fun and beneficial in improving clarity and precision. These exercises are designed to break down accent barriers, ensuring that you're not just speaking, but doing so with enhanced clarity. The combination of these drills with the shadowing technique for fluency creates a robust practice routine that directly impacts your ability to communicate effectively.
Exactly, Ryan. And let's not forget the importance of consistent practice. Regularly incorporating these exercises into your daily routine makes a significant difference over time. Whether you choose to practice with a native speaker or use online resources like interactive videos and pronunciation apps, the goal is to make these exercises part of your habit. Focus on repeating and refining your pronunciation until it becomes natural. With these strategies, you're not just refining your accent, you're actively working towards improving English fluency and ensuring that your speech is both clear and confident. This structured approach helps you overcome accent barriers and move one step closer to effective communication.
Let's explore some top tools and resources for accent improvement. First, I highly recommend checking out the best apps to learn English that offer specialized accent training modules. These apps often include interactive exercises where you can record your speech, mimic native pronunciation, and receive instant feedback, all of which are essential for fine-tuning your accent. For example, some apps integrate techniques like the shadowing technique for Fluency to help you match the rhythm and intonation of native speakers. These digital tools allow you to practice anytime, anywhere, making your accent refinement journey more accessible and efficient.
Absolutely, Ryan. In addition to those great apps, there are numerous free English learning resources available online, specifically focused on accent refinement. Websites, YouTube channels, and online communities offer detailed tutorials, pronunciation exercises, and even video demonstrations that break down complex sounds into manageable parts. These resources provide practical English pronunciation tips and help you identify common errors in your speech. What's even better is that they are accessible to everyone, regardless of budget. By leveraging these free resources, you can continuously work on your accent without any financial constraints, making it easier to progress in your English learning journey.
Another crucial tool for accent improvement is engaging in real-life English conversations. When you step out of the digital world and practice speaking with native speakers or fellow learners, you get invaluable feedback on your pronunciation. This interaction is essential because it exposes you to natural speech patterns and helps you adjust your accent in real time. Whether it's through language exchange meetups or online conversation groups, these real-life interactions bridge the gap between structured learning and everyday communication. They provide a practical environment where you can experiment, make mistakes, and gradually build the confidence needed to express yourself clearly.
Exactly, Ryan. Combining these resources creates a comprehensive approach to accent refinement. By using the best apps to learn English and exploring free English learning resources, you build a strong foundation in pronunciation and accent training. Then, by engaging in real-life English conversations, you apply what you've learned in a practical setting, receive real-time corrections, and develop a more natural speaking style. This blend of digital and personal interaction not only accelerates your improvement, but also helps you overcome accent-related challenges. Embracing these tools consistently will pave the way for clearer, more confident communication in English.
Let's discuss how to integrate accent training into your daily routine. One effective framework is to weave accent refinement into your daily English conversation practices. Start your day by setting aside a few minutes for targeted exercises, like practicing English pronunciation tips and repeating challenging phrases. As you go about your daily activities, try to incorporate these exercises naturally. For instance, read aloud while commuting or practice a short dialogue during breaks. In addition, make it a habit to engage in regular English listening practice using diverse media, such as podcasts, news, or even your favorite movies. This not only exposes you to varied accents and speaking styles, but also helps you internalize the rhythm and flow of native speech.
Absolutely, Ryan. To add to that, building consistency is key. One practical tip is to set specific goals for your accent training each day, whether it's mastering a particular sound or mimicking a short clip from a native speaker. Incorporate these activities into your routine so they become as natural as your morning coffee. By listening to different types of English content, like music, audiobooks, or even real-life English conversations, You can gradually adjust your ear to the nuances of pronunciation and intonation. This diverse exposure reinforces your learning and builds your confidence over time, making you more comfortable and effective when you speak English confidently.
Continuing on, consistency is what transforms practice into lasting improvement. By dedicating even just a few minutes each day to accent exercises, you're setting the foundation to improve English fluency. Consider keeping a language journal where you record your progress, note any persistent challenges, and reflect on improvements. Engaging with interactive media, such as video lessons or mobile apps, can also keep your practice dynamic and enjoyable. These tools not only help you focus on accurate sound production, but also encourage you to track your growth over time. This ongoing commitment to practice will gradually transform your speech, ensuring that your accent becomes a bridge rather than a barrier in your communication.
Exactly, Ryan. And let's not underestimate the power of regular English listening practice. By exposing yourself to a variety of spoken English, whether it's through podcasts, TV shows, or online lectures, you get a real-time sense of how words and phrases should sound. This consistent practice not only helps to fine-tune your accent, but also significantly boosts your confidence. Over time, you'll notice that you start to think in English more naturally, reducing the need to overanalyze your speech. Remember, integrating accent training into your daily routine is not a one-time fix, but a gradual process. The more you practice, the clearer and more fluent your speech becomes, ultimately paving the way to learn English fast and communicate with ease.
All right, let's wrap up with some actionable tips to start reducing your accent today. First, begin by recording your voice while reading a short passage. This could be from a book or an article. Listen back carefully and compare your pronunciation with that of native speakers. This simple exercise helps you pinpoint specific sounds or intonations that need improvement. Next, incorporate focused exercises from English accent training sessions into your daily routine. Whether you're using mobile apps or online videos, these sessions offer clear English pronunciation tips that break down each sound for you. This method not only builds awareness but also sets you on the path to learn English fast by actively refining your speech.
I completely agree, Ryan. Another practical tip is to break down your practice into small, manageable steps. Start with a single challenging sound or word, then gradually move on to short phrases. Use tools like mirror exercises or even record and replay your practice sessions. This hands-on approach will help you see improvements over time. Additionally, try to integrate these exercises during moments when you naturally speak English, perhaps while chatting with a friend or even during real-life English conversations. By doing so, you not only reinforce your practice, but also build the confidence to use these techniques in everyday communication.
Furthermore, set aside dedicated time each day for accent refinement. Even 10 to 15 minutes of focused practice can yield significant improvements over time. Create a routine that involves repeating phrases, practicing tongue twisters, or even using the shadowing technique for fluency. The key is consistency. Regular practice helps reinforce neural pathways that make the new pronunciation habits stick. And don't be discouraged by initial challenges. Every recording is an opportunity to learn and adjust. With time, you'll notice a clear difference in how you articulate words, and that boost in confidence will translate to all areas of your English communication.
Absolutely, Ryan. And remember, every small step matters. Challenge yourself by practicing with diverse content like movie clips, interviews, or podcasts, which expose you to different speaking styles and accents. This variety not only enhances your listening skills, but also gives you a richer understanding of natural speech patterns. As you apply these techniques consistently, you'll begin to speak with more clarity and assurance. Embrace the process and keep pushing forward. You're well on your way to learn English fast and communicate in English more confidently than ever before.
Thank you all for joining us on this episode of Speak Up. We hope these actionable tips inspire you to start refining your accent and boost your English fluency.
Exactly, Ryan. Remember, every step counts in your journey to clear communication. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to subscribe and share our podcast with friends who are also eager to learn English fast. Until next time, keep practicing and speak up confidently.